Inside the forum, ladies and gentlemen, for the third and final day of the Pro Caliber Lacrosse Winter Box Sessions. My name is Tino Farah. I will bring you the action here on our broadcast airwaves, and this Team Blue and Team White will bring you the action in terms of on the floor, and White will grab the first possession of this game on a face-off win and go right into the offensive zone quickly as Oscar Paris will dish down low and get the offense underway. Righty's going to go to work with a pass trying to return it to Paris. Didn't get through, still with time to work with in the shot clock, and we'll send it back down low once again. I'll get to you starting goaltenders in just a moment here as Paris is kept to the outside. He'll fake a shot. Now he'll take one low, and that whistles just wide of the goal. Shot clock violation, and the starting netminder, Jones Richardson, in net for the blue team, will get his first touch. Look up. Finds Hayden Yerbury, the Maple Ridge product, will head off for a change, and now Dexter Robinson in net for Team White will get his first bit of action. By the time Blue gets settled, one last-minute change here, and the shot clock goes down to 5, and the pass is too low for the intended target. That will send them back into the defensive zone. Lee Healy had just come out onto the floor, and now will stay forward defensive shift as the pass just went underneath of his stick. Pass through the middle on a beautiful pick and roll. Bobbled pass though by Ronan Sutherland, and it'll stay alive along the near side. Collected. Hudson Church eventually gets it over to the lefties. Righty strong here. Church with it once again. Wants to drive. Stick is knocked out of his hand and lost possession as a result. He'll apply some pressure on the forecheck, however. And that'll be back in, I believe, as Church on that forecheck forces man. Grayson Aikman back into the crease, and a fresh 30 now for White. Sutherland. He'll join Church heading off to the bench. A couple of righties will come on. Now lefty strong set for Team White. Ball will come to the near side. Pass just deflects off the sidewall, the stick of Hayden Collier. Blue will take it away as a result, and will go off to the races now with speed. Jody Bauer dishes over to the far side, and it just deflects off the stick of Anderson Kemp and into the corner. Kemp will keep after it. Got to try to work around referee Cody Malowski as well, and wait to see what the call here is. Penalty on the play, and I believe White's going to get a power play out of this. So a chance to strike first on the power play for Team White. Paris will run point, waiting for possession. However, one of just two righties here, so he'll dish and take his position. Near side shooter. Ball will work around to the perimeter. Far side first and back to the point. Donovan Wallace to Paris. Skips one far side, low shot, whistles just wide, and it will ricochet off the end boards and back over center. Yerbury's going to chase it down as he'll go in short-handed. First man to collect. In behind enemy lines on his own, he'll retreat. And for JJ Prokosh supplying some help. Runs away from a double team. Finds a couple of more defenders. Blue still short-handed for the next minute and 20 seconds as Prokosh will lob one way outside. Odin Ragland now to the near side and quickly down low to the corner. 6 seconds remain on the shot clock. Blue doing a good job of killing most of this penalty here. A wraparound shot goes just wide, and White will reclaim possession with half of their power play already expired. Paris with it once again. A few fresh legs made their way on. Some of that first unit power play remains. Paris one of them. Here's Church at the point. Over to the far side, down low to the crease. Here's Prokosh now. 15 more seconds remaining on the blue penalty kill. It's Prokosh Finds some room. Tries to go through a few defenders. Somehow still has possession. He'll spin away from the pressure and handles the loose ball rather well. Finally loses it as the penalty now will expire, and he'll draw a penalty himself as well. It'll be a high stick. We'll go to Hudson Church, I believe, and after a first successful penalty kill for Team Blue, they'll be rewarded with a power play shortly thereafter as we continue to await the game's opening goal. Nash Beaulieu will run point. So the righties will get the first touch. Back to Beaulieu. Fake shot, near side feed, knocked loose and down low to the corner. Blue still has time here. 12 seconds on their shot clock. Beaulieu steps into one. It shall be deflected, gets the loose ball himself. Now have to get something towards the goal with just 3 seconds, and he'll do so, but Dexter Robinson gets a piece of it with his left leg, and he'll hang on for a whistle. 1:20 remaining in the Blue power play. A little under 9 minutes remaining in the game's opening quarter. Now it's White's turn to try to mimic that of the penalty kill from Team Blue as they keep possession of the offensive zone and maintain it around the perimeter. Tavish McComb floats one towards the goaltender, who knocks it down with his arm. Rebound collected, and he'll have to make another save as well. Jones Richardson standing tall with a couple of quick saves. Well, his team does have the power play as well. Now Yerbury back out onto the floor. 30 seconds remain on their power play. 10 seconds remain on the shot clock. Cycle underway for Blue as it works back to the point. Now Yerbury, fake shot. He'll send it back to the outside, and I caught a piece of the left side post. Dexter Robinson. Fresh 30 now for Blue. 13 seconds remaining in their power play. Finds its way down low to the crease. Yerbury takes it high off his stick, has to collect it. Now over to the far side. Low shot is on target. Robinson makes the save. He'll hang on to the rebound as well. Look up in transition. 2 successful penalty kills in this game, 1 per side, and we're back to 5-on-5 action now. As Hudson Church comes out of the box and has possession right now. Paris comes back out onto the floor. Low shot as he faked that one going across the floor and then sent it towards the goal, but it just goes wide and back over center. Blue with their free clear. Prokosh, the game MVP from this matchup yesterday. He's pinned into the boards, sprints away, takes a shot, scores! JJ Prokosh continues his hot streak and opens the scoring in this third and final game, or day, excuse me, of the sessions. Prokosh will remain out and take a face-off. He'll lose it, however, and go back for a defensive shift with White collecting possession. 6:15 remaining in the first. McComb to the far side. They'll have to corral the bobbled pass. They'll do so well. Now Jace Collins spins underneath of his man, gets his hands free. He'll drive, he'll shoot, and it'll be kicked aside. Rebound falls in front. Prokosh found it. Also found the concrete as he stumbled due to some pressure. And there's the 10-second count that will keep possession in favor of White. Fresh 30 to work with. Colner. He wants to head off. He'll just dish and beeline it towards the White bench. Near side feed. The drive underneath. Church looks 5-hole, and the goaltender makes the save. Prokosh there as well to save the day as that was rolling towards a dangerous area. He'll sprint it away from that danger himself. As a man across, he'll feed in front. Shot is stopped by Robinson. Took a step over to his right and deflects that just wide. Blue will continue to dig in the corner as Prokosh is bumped. That'll be an interference call, and that will earn his team a fresh 30. But the pass is just out of the reach of Blue's Anderson Kemp, so back over call will send Blue back to their defensive end. Free clear here for White. Hudson Church looking to the corner. Late change to bring Paris back on. Perimeter work for Team White. Paris wants it. He'll get it. He makes a move to get over top, has his hands free. He'll spin through, but a stick check knocks the ball loose. They still get a shot off and scores. Hudson Church ties things up at 1 late after it looked like it was going to be a one and done when Paris lost possession. Fell right into the stick of Hudson Church, and he stuffs it through the goaltender Richardson to draw things even. White will win the draw, starting off from their defensive side of center. Paris collects. Will slow things down. Shot clock goes down under 15 seconds. Paris will shoot, and that'll go off the glove of the goaltender. Big rebound and taken away by a Blue defender. Here comes Aikman. Off to the races, one man to beat. Onto his wrong side, he'll look through the middle, and the pass was just behind at least Robertson. Aikman will have to backtrack to his defensive zone as White will counter. Now under 3 minutes to go in the first. Collins gave it away. Prokosh is on the run. Beats another man, takes a shot. He'll be denied and ran through the crease as he was next to touch as well. That'll end that possession, but a good stretch again from JJ Prokosh, who looks dangerous in this opening quarter. Building off his 4-goal performance from yesterday. Beaulieu drives, shoots, and caught a piece of the post, I believe, as the goaltender went sprawling to his right. Possession Blue and a fresh 30. Prokosh tried to dish down low. Pass is deflected. They'll keep after it. Just for a moment though, and it's knocked loose. Prokosh continues to dig as it's still up for grabs here. And White with last possession, so it's going to be the 10-second count. Fresh 30, starting off in the offensive zone for Blue. Prokosh from the corner. He'll look for the dunk from behind the net. Is that going to count? No. Malowski will wave it off from behind the net. Had a better view than everybody here in the building. This time White gets it over with a few extra seconds to spare, and by the time they get settled now, half of their shot clock remains. Paris takes the feed. Dish to the near side. Howe will clear some space. Ball works its way up top. Return feed to Paris. Just 2 to shoot. He gets through. He'll shoot and he'll score. It's going to count. Oscar Paris with a buzzer beater. The officials are going to come together to have a chat about this one. And they're going to wave it off. Malowski saw it from center and waves it off somehow, some way. Now Yerbury tries to get one through. That'll be stopped by the goaltender, who took one off the mask, and they'll score. Robinson has forgotten about the modified NLL rules. He wanted the whistle as the initial shot hit him in the mask. which of course in minor lacrosse would have blown play dead, but Yerbury kept after it and fires into an empty net for a late goal after White thought they took the lead a couple of moments ago. It'll be waved off, and maybe another one here for Blue as Yerbury tries to throw it towards the goal. His stick is checked just as he went to release, and a back and forth but low scoring first quarter leaves Blue in front 2-1, and we'll be back after this. Back inside the forum for the second quarter of action here at the Winter Box Sessions, brought to you by Pro Caliber Lacrosse. First up, it's the U15s, and after a low-scoring first quarter, one which saw Blue score 2 straight to go up 2-1. Now it is Team White looking for an answer, and they find a look on the opening face-off as they went right to the goal. It was Hudson Church denied his second. So he stared down Jones Richardson one-on-one, and the goaltender gets the better of this chance. Now Blue with their first offensive set of the second quarter. Yerbury will roll, and just lose possession. He'll find it once again and send it back to the perimeter. Full U. Looking for a target. He'll return it to Yerbury. Fake shot, splits a couple of defenders. He'll shoot, and that just bounces early and over top of the net. Prokosh was hunting for the loose ball at the crease, but it falls out of his stick just before he could shoot, and the shot clock will expire. Now, Harding has it knocked out of his stick. Got to be quick here to get it over center. He'll throw it there, but Blue defender. And Owen McIntyre was waiting to just knock it forward. Didn't even necessarily need to catch it, just had to block it from going over center and causes a turnover. Good job by McIntyre, and he'll head off for a change now as Blue gets a shot as a result. Looking for a rebound through the middle was Jody Bauer. So he took the initial shot. Now he'll pressure his man, forcing the ball out of play. Another heads-up play on the forecheck from Team Blue. Robertson It's crunched into the boards. He'll draw an interference call, and his team has carried the bulk of the play here in the opening couple of minutes of the second quarter. There's a shot sent just wide by Beaulieu. Ball will ricochet back to the perimeter, and they will keep possession. Beaulieu, pass down low, and the shot is stopped by Robinson. Rebound over to the far side. White will collect. Pressure towards their bench once again, but this time successfully get over center. Ball will go low. Micah Howe is the intended recipient. Couldn't take it cleanly. He'll continue to dig, however. Harris. He'll shoot, looking low, and it rolls towards the goal line. Where is it? It's held out the last second. Reese Robertson saves a goal. Turnover though, and they score right after. Callum O'Neill. As Blue turned it over before they could get anywhere near center, and O'Neill will fire that into the back of the net as a result and tie things up at 2. Back to square one once again. Madden Church wants to go. He'll shoot, and that'll be kicked aside by Richardson. White will maintain possession and a fresh 30 to work with. Harris will dish down low. Church spins, runs into a slide, looking back to the outside. He'll drive instead, and couldn't find any room before stepping through the crease, so he'll send it back to the perimeter once again. O'Neill to the near side. Drive by Wallace. Doesn't like what he sees, so he'll feed Paris, who fires a low shot, scores! Little redemption for Oscar Paris as he had his goal in the first quarter waved off. Now he finds the back of the net early in the second. It gives White the lead, 3-2, with 11 minutes to play. Prokosh will win a draw as he tries to drag his team back to a tie game. Beaulieu looked in front, and the pass was knocked down by a defensive stick. Good pace to this game so far. These players very familiar with each other after essentially 3 full days of NLL-style practices, pre-game warm-ups. Loose ball battle goes in front of the bench of Team White. Ball is still loose, and it'll be an interference call that'll give possession back to White. Now Collier fires it low. McComb bobbled it. Prokosh bounces off the boards and maintains possession. C goes through the middle. He'll shoot. He'll score. Give Prokosh another. He's up to 2 in this game, and he'll get things back to square one again, tied 3-3. So Prokosh and Hayden Yearbury open the scoring for Team Blue in the opening quarter. Hudson Church had the lone marker for White. And then come the second, it's White who scores a couple thanks to Oscar Paris and Callum O'Neill, and JJ Prokosh, the lone Blue goal scorer in quarter 2, has drawn things even once again, and that's how we find ourselves at 3-3. A little over 9 minutes remaining until half. Here's the latest goal scorer for White, Paris. He'll cut through, gets his hands free. Good job to avoid the crease. He scored from behind the net before. Instead, this time he'll dish, and the shot from distance goes off the goaltender. Lost sight of it. And it will be Blue possession as Paris ran through the crease trying to collect. Now Aikman gets away from some pressure. Dangerous pass near center. It'll be a turnover and a chance for Madden Church to go in all alone on a breakaway. Church scores! Draws a penalty for his efforts that'll be waved out. But now both Church boys have a goal in this game as Hudson Church open things up. Madden Church with the latest, and White is back in front by 1. Beaulieu swung for the ball after face-off went towards him. Now he'll find it on the second chance. Looks to cut underneath, and he's pinched off. Now Yerbury looking for his second. He'll put it down low and set a screen. His teammate stumbled, and that allows White to go in alone once again. As Tavish McComb, one head on his stick with a man behind him. He'll shoot, and a good trail check from behind that will deflect the ball out of play, but it will stay in favor of Team White. As Tavish McComb had a great look, just couldn't find it on target. He'll keep possession right now, however. He'll stay and play this O shift. Callum O'Neill gives it back to McComb. He gets over top. He'll look over to the far side, rather shoot instead. It'll go off a body. Prokosh finds it behind his goal. No pressure yet. Has a little bit of room to think about what he wants to do. He'll try to send it up, but McComb knocks it down. Prokosh having a little bit of trouble. He's dumped, and he'll draw an interference call as he lost possession. It's a do-over as he cuts through the middle. Shoots, stopped by Robinson. Got his right shoulder out and deflects it into the corner. White is sending a couple players to the bench, but they haven't gotten out of their zone yet. Full press right now for Blue, and they'll draw 10-second count. Prokosh will take a breather. Now down to 6:13 remaining in the second quarter. Kuda will get it into the offensive zone. Quickly to Kemp and down low to the corner. Drive through, triple team, and Oban McIntyre lost it as a result. Still alive though as it goes over to the far side instead. Drive shot, and it's swept off the goal line somehow. Robinson gets it out. Blue thinks they scored. Robinson disagrees as the last line of defense made the biggest stop when it mattered most. Fresh 30, however, for Blue, and they can smell a goal. Driving, shooting, and another stick save by Robinson. Oban McIntyre was robbed. Now White has to get it over center. They do just in time. Warner will drive on Aikman. Good job to keep him at bay. White will keep possession. Shot clock goes down to 8. Pass down low, and looking for a shot after it falling out of his stick was Micah Howe. Long stretch feed. Found Yerbury, but just deflects it forward. He has to corral it as he goes back to the outside. Blue will facilitate the rest of their change. Yerbury wants to drive himself. He'll shoot, but it falls high out of his stick. He had a glorious chance, but just lost the handle. It will be White possession. White remains in the lead by 1. The late stages here, looking towards half. They'll give it up though. Reese Robertson picked it off on his defensive side of center. He's got a man on his back. Runs into a second as well. Far side feed. Beaulieu rips one just past the far side post. Now Robertson bumps his man again, knocks it loose. Beaulieu will find it. Shovel one down low to the crease. They score! What a play is Beaulieu with the shovel feed into the back of the stick of Jody Bauer, who fires into the top corner from there, and it's tied up once again, 4-4. Oscar Paris finds possession off the faceoff. He'll leave at the perimeter. McComb puts it down to the corner and drives his man through. Wallace gives it back to the righties. Skip feed down to the corner. Shot clock goes down to 13. Shot from distance is blocked. Paris and Prokosh both go down into a wrestling match. Could be an interference call against Blue. So those two continue to job back and forth from the far side. Now McComb makes a nice move to get underneath. Drops his shoulder, drives, shoots, and that goes into the shoulder of the netminder. Closes that gap. Now McComb swings the stick on the forecheck. Ball finds Prokosh from the near side. Quickly over the center line this time. 2.5 remaining until the halftime break. Warsawski. He'll shoot it himself, looking to go through the goaltender. Deflects it over to the far side. Both teams will battle, and Hayden Yearbury will find it. Dish down low to the crease. The pass was there. Just a little too hot to handle. It's knocked forward. Yearbury finds it again on his wrong side. He's got a cutter going through, and the pass is knocked down once again. Back to Yearbury. One hand on his stick. Can't get through, and steps through the crease. Physicality starting to ramp up in this game. Tavish McComb gets it over center, but he's pressured right now from distance. He'll dish and head off. Shot clock goes down to 11. Falcon having a hard time, finds it. Running out of time, O'Neill towards the goal. Well wide just before the shot clock expires. That'll allow Blue to counter with 1:15 remaining. Stretch pass up, finds Beaulieu in alone and puts it just wide. White will collect this time. Hayden Coloner. Puts it over to the far side. He's watched on by Beaulieu, and Chase Collins puts it down to the corner. Drive by Church. Still has it. Thinking about the dunk. He'll go, oh, and steps through the crease as the ball went out the other side as well. I don't think Richardson knew where the ball was, though. There was room available. Final 34 seconds of action of the opening half. Pass goes down low. Robertson dive, shoots, scores! Blue takes the late lead on a crease dive from Reese Robertson. The seconds continue to tick down here. And Robertson is shaken up for his efforts, and that will essentially tick down the remainder of the opening half. And the officials will just let the rest of the clock go. So 5-4 in favor of Team Blue after they climb back in the second quarter and look towards the second half to try to cement this lead a little more, while White looks for a comeback. And third quarter action is coming right up after this. Back inside the forum now for second half action. After a back and forth game, Team Blue in the U15 division of the Winter Box Sessions, brought to you by Pro Caliber Lacrosse, find themselves in front by 1, 5-4 through 2 quarters of action, and just 2 more remaining. So they grab the first possession, first shot, and first save of the game for new netminder Jack Hobson, who comes in to replace Dexter Robinson. And at the other end of the floor as well, another new goaltender is William Nichols, comes in place of Jones Richardson. And speaking of, Nichols will get his first look, and Paris tries to go one-on-one with the goaltender, but left the ball behind as he tried to spin through. White looking for the game's tying goal. Paris was cutting, but couldn't quite find the handle. Here's Church with it, goes through, lost the handle as well with one hand on his stick, and Hayden Urbury will go off for a run. He's got Beaulieu driving, and the pass across was knocked down by a defensive stick. Urbury will keep after it. He's got O'Neill on his back. Ball goes towards the goaltender, Hobson, who will collect and look up in transition. Long feed. Out of the reach of everybody. It'll go down to the corner and more of a dump and chase for Team White, but a blue defender was there first. And look out as Hudson Church was right there to create some contact. Ashton Warshawski had to absorb that, did a good job as well, and kept possession in favor of Team Blue. It'll go to the far side. Shot stopped by Hobson as he goes down and into a bit of a butterfly position. Back up to his feet, and fresh 30 for Blue, low shot, and that also made its way towards the goaltender. Hobson keeps that one out, and it rolls dangerously towards the goal line, but he'll sprawl back and keep it on the right side. Pass across. Church puts it high into the air and out of the reach of Collins. Prokosh will take it away as a result. 3-on-1 for Blue as they go numbers. Beaulieu, and he'll be stopped again by Hobson. Thrown to the Wolves in the opening couple of minutes of his game and has stood the test of time so far. Fresh 30 now for Blue. Prokosh tried to tuck underneath, couldn't get past his defender. Now Warshawski puts it down low along the near side. Nash Beaulieu from the shooter position. Tucks underneath, drives, shoots, and another save by Hobson. Beaulieu with it again. Looking for Prokosh. It bounces out of his stick, back into the corner. 3 Blue forwards dig for it, and they'll come out with it. It's another shot, this time by Aikman, looking 5-hole, and Hobson keeps his stick down. He'll pass one forward, another one that's out of the reach of his intended target. As Howe will look to chase it down instead. The Blue netminder, Nichols, will collect from his crease. The 2 goaltenders play pass for a moment. Big collision as Paris steps into his man. He'll take him down as well and take a trip to the penalty box. Physicality really ramping up in this game in comparison to what we've seen so far. And there's actually 2 penalties on the play. So 5-on-3 now for Team Blue. Already leading 1-0 and a chance to extend that a little more with a 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes or less. Urbury will run point. No safety man at center here for Team Blue. They just want to go full on 5-on-3. Reese Robertson has the go-ahead goal right now. He'll shoot, and Hobson will squeeze that underneath. It does roll over the goal line, but after the official had blown it down, no harm, no foul. Wallace will try to go. He takes a high stick that's not called, and the pass was out of the reach of Tavish McComb. Blue will take it back, still with plenty of time remaining on their power play. Reese Robertson over to the far side. He'll drive as well. Yerbury collects it from the shooter position and passes down low. Shot goes wide. High off the boards. The Blue coaching staff thought that should have been a shot on goal and a reset as well. But it will be White possession starting off in the offensive zone. Blue starts to close the gap here. 2 extra players got to at least double team, as they do, with safety man through, who stumbled, and it leads to a chance for White shorthanded, and William Nichols makes a big save with his stick. Here's Yerbury. Over to the far side. Shot flutters just wide. It might have caught a piece of a stick. Yerbury will find it once again. Warshawski, he'll drive. One hand on his stick, tries to stuff it past Hobson, who gets the elbow out. Rebound goes in front of the crease. White will collect. Back in, however, against White, so maybe one last chance. The 2-man advantage for Team Blue. Got to be quick here, as both penalized players are standing, waiting to rejoin. Blue gets through, shot just wide. They're both out of the box and up the play. Chance for a breakaway feed, but back in call, I believe. That'll send them back into the defensive zone, and Blue will keep possession. Huge penalty kill for Team White. And this remains just a 1-goal game, and that one somehow got underneath the Hobson. I believe it was Ashton Warshawski getting his first of the game after some of the saves that Hobson's made here since joining for the second half. That's likely one that he's going to want to have back, but Blue goes up by 2. And Prokosh has been good at the faceoff dot, wins another one and gets right into the mix. He'll shoot, he'll score. Give him a hat trick for JJ Prokosh. Won the draw to himself, went the entire length of the floor himself, and beat Hobson on the second straight shot. And the lead is now 7-4 with 7:40 remaining in the third. This time White will win the draw as Paris collects. Pressured, stops on a dime and tries to spin low, looks for a power move, spins away from Prokosh, who knocked the ball loose, but Blue will get it back. McComb with a fresh 30 now. Fake shot, he'll go over top, shoot and score. A blistering shot from Tavish McComb. Got the lead down to 2. Less than a minute after JJ Prokosh put his team up by 3. It's back down to just a 2-goal deficit, and White has a little momentum back in their favor. Most of this line for Team White will just stay out. Ball finds its way low along the near side. Back to the goal scorer, McComb. He'll dish. Shot from Wallace, just wide. Paris finds it. Spins, shoots, just wide past the glove of Nichols. No shot, but they'll find it again. Church looking for his second. He's denied by the stick of Nichols. Yerbury gets it over after a nice defensive swim move by Ashton Warshawski. Now Hobson. As Paris looks up, decides to just leg it forward himself. pass a little too low. They'll have to retrieve it. Hayden Kohner will. He's pressured, has the stick trailing behind, and that allows a trailing stick check as well. Paris knocks it forward. Blue looking to close out the remainder of this shot clock. It finds its way down to the corner, and they'll leave it for the rest of that clock to wind down. Now 5.5 remaining in the third quarter. Blue still leading by 2. Jody Bauer will sprint it ahead. He has a goal in this game. Release for Beaulieu. Beaulieu directing traffic from the perimeter. Quick pass, to his right. Now down low, Prokash dives, and that'll be stopped by Hobson. A great look from JJ Prokash, who showed off his athleticism in these last couple of games. And the variety of ways that he can find the back of the net. With another 3 in this after a 4-goal performance in yesterday's game. Now Nichols makes a save, and speaking of, Prokash will collect. Beaulieu tucks underneath the pressure. Moore comes, he'll work his way behind the net. Stopping up, waiting for a cutter. Retreat back to the corner once again. Warshawski, fake shot, now he'll take it, looking low, and that'll be stopped by Hobson. Interference against Team White, they'll say, so it will remain Blue possession, fresh 30. Warshawski with it again, down low to the corner to Beaulieu. Righty strong for Team Blue. Beaulieu tucks through. Shot looking to go between the legs of Hobson, and that bounces right into the logo instead. Now White will just launch it the length of the floor, and it's picked off by Reese Robertson. Of course, he had that late goal for Team Blue at the end of the second quarter. Now pass in front, shot is fought off by Hobson. A big save with the right arm, and the rebound will go over to the corner. Yearbury had it for a moment. Aikman reaching for it, can't find it. Eventually collected by Oban McIntyre. Now Yearbury has the ball knocked out of his stick. A good defensive play by Hudson Church from behind. McIntyre with it again. Near side, Warshawski drives through, shoots, stopped by the stick of the goaltender, and another save goes off of his shoulder. Hobson's been busy in this quarter. Now Aikman is bumped, drives an interference call. White is hemmed in right now with 2:45 remaining in the third quarter. Warshawski will start things off from the corner. Yearbury to the far side. McIntyre passes down low. Still 20 to shoot. Now they will with a sidearm bouncer that whistles just wide. Still 13 on the shot clock. McIntyre. His pass is picked off. Micah Howe. It's Hudson Church. He's been all over the floor for Team White, and he will head off for a change now after a good defensive play, a couple of them actually. Now Oscar Paris. 2 minutes remaining. Paris, nice move. He'll shoot and he'll fire it just wide. That would have been a pretty one had that found the back of the net. Now McComb needs to get one towards the goal. He will, but it'll go just wide, and the shot clock will expire. Forecheck from Team White, causing some problems for Team Blue. Causes a turnover as well. Now Church is up the play, but they don't see him in time. Thanks to a little bit of pressure as well, thanks to Makuta. White still gets through. And then Church couldn't find the handle after it was sent through to him. Now Prokash will go for a run. Pass to the far side. Big hit by Paris, knocks his man down. And takes possession away himself now into the final 60 seconds. Paris cuts through the middle, splits a couple of forecheckers. Looking up for some help, and he puts one on a rope looking for McComb, and that just missed him. Now Church digging for it. The goaltender Nichols was as well, and that'll deflect forward over to the far side. Reese Robertson comes in for Team Blue and can't find a clean handle, but it will be interference call against his team, and White will take possession. A chance to cut the lead down to 1 with 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Still time to work with. They want to drive instead quickly, looking 5-hole. Nichols will shut the door. Now Blue can hold for last possession if they want. Nichols just throws it forward. That'll go the length of the floor into the corner. Prokosh, first man in, keeps possession for Blue. 15 seconds remaining. Shovel feed in front, that's high into the air. Prokosh will continue to dig for it. Aikman will join him as well, and the clock continues to wind down. White will just dump this all the way down, and we will head towards the final frame. Blue leading 7-5. And the back and forth action continues. We got a nail biter here, folks, and one more quarter of regulation remains, and it's coming up next. Both teams will make their way back out onto the floor. This is the start of the fourth quarter. About to get underway here in this U15 matchup between White and Blue. Welcome back to the Winter Box Sessions, brought to you by Pro Caliber Lacrosse. And through 3 quarters, it's Blue leading by 2, a 7-5 lead. And White with a good push throughout the stretch of this game, but still find themselves in a deficit and looking for the first possession, but the man of the hour, JJ Prokosh, causes another turnover. One defender to beat. He'll go in and can't get a clean shot off as he stumbled and lost the handle, and he'll fall through the crease. That'll get possession back to White, but he'll cause a turnover and take it back himself. He spins away, and Team White has had all sorts of problems trying to stop the likes of JJ Prokosh over the last 2 games. 4 goals yesterday, 3 goals so far today with 1 quarter remaining. His pass goes over to the far side. Lee Healy finds Beaulieu, back to Prokosh, 5 to shoot. Can't get his hands free, he'll dish to the far side. Warshawski down to the corner, Yerbury from goal line extended, puts it off the pads of the goaltender, just looking for a reset. So Hobson will be credited with the save, and Blue will be credited with a loose ball. Shosky at the far side, fakes the pass down low, looks back to the near side. Still deciding what he wants to do. Tried the fake, good defensive play. Now Beaulieu gets the feed, looking low, and a right pad save by Hobson. Rebound falls to the near side, and Blue will collect once again. Shot blocked. McComb had it for a moment. Now it's taken away as Harding will look up the floor, and they'll just give it right back. But Blue does the same as well, and a chance to go. 2-on-1 now for Team White. Pass down low. Church, and he scores. Hudson Church gets his second. He just floats it into the top corner. Lead is cut down to 1. 12:45 remaining in the final frame. Scramble play at the face-off dot. Wallace looks for it. Gets knocked forward, and Robertson next to touch, but it'll be back over. A quick pass up. Hudson Church is officially on hat-trick watch. He officially has the ball as well. Back to the outside. Collins. Swing pass. Back to Donovan Wallace. Down low to the corner. Space being created along the near side, looking for a short side shot. Church puts it just wide of the goal. So he grabbed the rebound off the end boards, now continues to dig for the loose ball. He finds it, he shoots, but steps through the crease, and it'll be Blue possession. Now Yerbury. Always a threat to shoot, regardless of where he is on the floor, and he'll take the feed again, look back over to the far side, down low. Aikman skips one through, past Yerbury, over top of him, and finds Oben McIntyre, who fires one into the midsection of Jack Hobson. Quick bounce pass, a rare one from a goaltender, and might have forced a turnover. Looks like he will, as Oben McIntyre picks off a pass near center. Got to be careful of a back over call. He absorbs some contact. Pass down low to the crease, looking for Aikman, who just couldn't find the handle. He does on the second chance and puts it off the post. Here's Prokosh. Blue gets a fresh 30. Blue still leading by 1 after giving up a goal a moment ago, but they find the answer afterwards. Oben McIntyre started off the play by picking off a pass near center, and then finishes off as well as he goes across the crease into the top corner, and the 2-goal lead is restored. A little over 10 minutes remaining in the final frame of regulation. Prokosh versus McComb at the face-off dot. Prokosh wins it, falls, keeps possession, cradles out of it. He'll head off as Yerbury puts it down into the corner. Beaulieu head up, looking for a target. He'll drive instead, now forced to the perimeter. Goes way outside, halfway through the shot clock. Skips one back to the near side instead. Pass down low. Beaulieu on his wrong side. Looks through the middle, and Yerbury fires it just wide. That'll go out of play, and White will take possession. A little confusion on whose ball it will be. It will be White possession, however. Travis McComb starts it up and lobs it forward to a leaping Donovan Wallace. Pick was coming, decided against it, lobs one over to Paris. Down to the corner. Church. He's going to drive, ends up behind the net looking for Wallace. Good job to maintain the handle of that. His shot is fought off by Nichols, goes into the corner. Wallace gets the loose ball, sends it forward. Knocked ahead, Paris finds it. He'll calm things down on his wrong side, so he'll leg it back over to the far side. to Hudson Church. Likes the drive. He falls forward while trying to make a move. Lost the handle. Back to his feet now as Paris tries to stop the transition of Team Blue. Finds the loose ball. They won't give up on it though, muscling it forward, and that's going to be back over call against Team White. We'll start off near the center line. Hayden Yerbury. He'll head off for a change. Now Raglan, just one defender to beat. He does beat him, gets a shot off, and Hobson makes the save. No help underneath, and Odin Raglan made quick work of that drive, but Jack Hobson made quicker work of the save instead. That shot sails over top of the net. Nichols reaching from his crease. He'll trip up his man, looking for possession. Helped by a couple of Blue defenders. Now a dunk from behind, he scores! The call on the floor is a good goal. Our cameraman disagrees. And it will stand. We have to get another look at the replay here on that one. I'm pretty sure we could zoom in at some point, but looked like the goaltender Nichols made the save with his back turned. Instead, it will be a one-goal game. Maybe a lucky break for Team White, but also might be just what they need. This clock goes down to 6:40, and they'll earn possession as Church looking for another drive. He'll spin back due to some pressure. Keep it at the perimeter. Corner to Conkin. That shot goes into the midsection of Nichols. Rebound falls down to the concrete. Swept at and knocked forward. Both teams reaching for it. No back over as it last touched a blue stick. Madden Church digs it, finds it, sends it up to McComb. One hand on his stick. He'll circle back, wait for the rest of his teammates to facilitate the change. Now he'll drive, and a huge save by William Nichols. Gets the left shoulder up, keeps his team in front. White will keep possession. Swing pass to the near side now. Shot is fought off again by Nichols. Each save that he makes increases in importance as White gets another reset. Another drive, another shot, another save for Nichols. Harding goes to the corner, skips one back to the point. Corner will slow things down, 20 to shoot. Now he'll step into one, and he scores from a tough angle. Hayden Coloner ties things up at 8. A little over 5 minutes remaining. And we are back to square one with limited time left on the clock. Nichols was making save after save after save, but White was following that up with loose ball after loose ball, and eventually a shot goes over the shoulder of the netminder. And we will go back to the face-off dot. Prokosh wins it himself. Can he match his goal total of 4 from yesterday? Already with 3 here. And some time remaining. Now he'll go on the forecheck after he lost possession. He'll go right at Paris. So he takes his man down. Prokosh is dumped into the boards. And a penalty on the play. It looks like Paris is making his march to the sin bin. A goal here could be huge for Team Blue, but White's had a good penalty kill in this game as they killed off a full 5-on-3 earlier in the first half. Now a little extra motivation from Blue as they look to reclaim the lead. Beaulieu shot is stopped by Hobson, and White will collect the rebound. 3.5 remaining in the fourth. Sprint forward goes Ronan Sutherland. He makes a nice move to elude some pressure. Back to the point. McComb swims around his man. Watched on by Prokosh. Down to Wallace. McComb to Wallace. In the corner, shot from a sharp angle. That's stopped by Nichols. Rebound falls to Yerbury. Under 3 minutes remaining. Prokosh. He'll shoot. Hobson makes the save. The rebound will fall to his feet, and Yerbury forces his man back in the crease to draw a back-in call. Fresh 30 for Blue on the power play. Still 55 seconds remaining with the extra attacker. Beaulieu from behind, waiting for a cutter, tries the dunk and can't beat Hobson. Close the gap. Now Wallace. That pass missed everybody and goes into his own team's bench. Another break that goes in favor of Blue. A little over 2 minutes remaining, just under 30 seconds remaining on their power play. Their first unit will stay on. Here's Prokosh, space created. He'll skip one to the far side, deflects high off the stick. Warshawski. Beaulieu keeps it, takes it behind the net once again. He tried the dunk from here before. Instead, this time he passes to Prokosh and he'll be denied by Hobson. Another reset for Blue. Yerbury calls for the screen. He'll step into a shot, puts it wide, rebound falls, shot, and another stop by Hobson. White with a successful penalty kill again in this game. If they can come out victorious, they will look to their penalty killers as to a massive reason why. Now down to the final 90 seconds of regulation. Warshawski down to the corner. Beaulieu. Good job to corral that. Fake shot. He'll tuck underneath with a bounce shot that falls into the stick of Hobson. 1:10 remaining in regulation. Tie game, 8-8. All it takes is one shot, and Oscar Paris has had a couple of clutch goals over the last 2.5 days here. Does he have some more magic in his stick? Looking for a lane, he'll shoot, he'll put it just wide. Rebound goes off the end boards, way outside. Sent towards the goal, cut off by Prokosh. Now into the final 40 seconds. Prokosh lobs one ahead. Yerbury was there, but it's picked off. Chance to go forward. Here's Church with a man on his back. Gets a shot off, and he's stopped by Nichols. Rebound in front as the goaltender falls backwards. Now 30 seconds remaining. White will keep possession. Can they find a late goal? Nichols makes a stick save. Wants a quick up in transition. He'll send it towards Yerbury at the bench. Under 20 seconds remaining. He's got a man on his back. A teammate coming off the bench as well. Yerbury spins away. 12 seconds in regulation. Here's Prokosh looking for a buzzer beater. Pass down low. Robertson couldn't handle it. They keep possession. Short side shot goes wide. Rebound goes in front of the net off the end boards. Yerbury is there, and they can't get it off in time. 8-8. And we'll see what the rule is going to be here for overtime as Tyler Pace goes over to have a conversation with Mike Mallory. Did they say shootout? Did they say shootout? Yeah? There you go, shootout it is. The enemy of every goaltender, a shootout to decide a game. And reminder as well, Blue has won both the games over the last 2 days in this U15 matchup. So White looks for their first win of the Winter Box Series, and it will go down to Jack Hobson and William Nichols, who have both had some miraculous saves, especially in this final frame here. And they will be the most important players for their respective teams here, and it will be Blue shooting first. Hayden Yerbury will go one-on-one with Jack Hobson. He'll swing far to the right side. Onto his forehand, shoots and scores. Hayden Yerbury puts his team up 1-0 in the shootout. A goal in this game in regulation, now one comes in the shootout, and the exact same stat line for Oscar Paris, who has a regulation goal, and now we'll look to even things up in a shootout here as well. It'll be Paris versus Nichols. Paris slowly over to the far side, working his way in front, throws a couple of fakes, falls forward, and doesn't get a shot on target as he gets back to his feet, and his team trails 1-0 now. Didn't hear the official word on how many shooters. I believe it's just going to be 3 each, barring extra shooters needed. Now JJ Prokosh looks to give his team the 2-0 lead, and he'll do the opposite of Yerbury, this time swinging to the near side. Now cutting back with speed through to the middle, stopped by Hobson. Got his right pad out and gives his team a chance to draw things back to even. It'll be Tavish McComb going against William Nichols. Two of the taller players from the winter box sessions. McComb ready to shoot and puts it off the shoulder. Nichols makes another big save, and I believe Blue can win it with a goal here, and they'll look to Reese Robertson to try to seal the deal. Reese Robertson, the righty. Far to the near side, comes in front and scores. Reese Robertson wins it for Team Blue, shooting low on Hobson, and the final score will be 9-8, and the buzzer goes crazy. What a finish for the U15s at the Winter Box Sessions, brought to you by Pro Caliber Lacrosse. Both teams held leads throughout this game, but it will be Team Blue leaving victorious, and we will leave to take a quick breather. The U17 game will come shortly after this one, after some dry land training and a practice as well, but we will take some time off. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast. I've been Tino Farah, and we will see you next time.